I don't know how much you replay the final sequences of Game 5 in your head, but what does the off-season look like for you and motivation after the season came to a close in April?
For me, the summer is just staying in shape, getting in the gym, enjoying my time off with family and friends, and that's pretty much what my summer looked like.
Sounds like a great summer.
Yeah,
sounds like a great
chill,
off-season.
most definitely.
We'll get started in the room with Eric. Again, name and affiliation, please.
Eric Name, The Athletic. Hey, GT.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I guess just for you this year, I think Doc has talked a lot about trying to play at a faster pace, get up more threes. It all seems like things that fit your game very well. I'm curious, just the idea of trying to push the pace a little bit more after a year of, having Dame and Giannis kind of walk the ball up the floor.
It should be great. We should play, fast pace. Like you said, it's a custom that I should thrive in that matches my game pretty well. So, again, whatever opportunity that's given itself throughout this season, take my best to take full advantage of whatever opportunity is given to me.
Jim?
Jim Lazarski, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Sort of in whether it be front office folks talking about roster building or even on the media side, sample size is usually used, right? Like for lineups and what do you see and how many games kind of matter for things. I guess for a player, what can you take from that back end of the season where Dame was out with DVT and maybe those games he missed in the playoffs? What can you take from the group you played with, how you played with them as you have a vision going forward? You know what I mean? Do you look at 14, 18 games and things like that, or is it a feel, or how do you kind of view that time and then apply it forward?
I would really just say it's really just a feel, Obviously, you had some camaraderie with some guys that are there, but we got some new pieces. So, again, but with Dame being out, obviously, last season, everybody had to adjust on the fly, roll with the punches, come together, fight together, and that's what we tried our best to do. But, but like I said, we got a lot of great pieces this year that, should help us be great for this year.
Gary's still the same row, just a little over to the left with Steve.
Steve McGargy, Associated Press. In that regard, the playoff series you had, the way you performed, particularly late in that playoff series, what kind of momentum did that give you going forth into the offseason in terms of how you could fit in with this team in the future if you stayed?
For sure. Really just, seeing where I could pick my spots, pick my poison, and how I could help the team, obviously with just different things, whether it's in pick and roll, spacing the floor, running the floor, anything to help, energy giver, contribute towards winning is always my main focus, my main goal, no matter, how I may look.
Middle of the room, Jackson.
Hi, Jackson Gross, BrewHoop.com. Gary, what kind of factored into your decision to come back to the Bucks, considering there were outlets and potentially that you could have gotten maybe more money elsewhere?
Really just due to the market, due to my future and the best chance for me to play winning basketball and to, have an impact on winning and be in memorable games and, different things like that. I had all my options that I had. This was, one of the best ones I had, looking back into it. Just long-term plan for my life and my future and, everything else as of right now, that was my best decision.
Gary, just over one to the right with Jamal.
What's up, man? Jamal Collier from ESPN. Just speaking about this summer, and you obviously had a major decision. There was a lot of reporting and speculation out there about Giannis and his future. Just how, for you as a player in the team, how did you digest or go through the summer kind of with that uncertainty or just with those reports out there?
The same way I've done every summer since I've been in the league, same way it's been at every All-Star time. You hear different things, you don't really listen to it, control what you can control. And when it's time to go out there, put your product out there, and then hopefully, it's valuable.
Eric?
Defensively, Doc talked a little bit about trying to force some more turnovers. That's something you've done throughout your career in, like, Toronto. I guess how does that maybe fit you defensively as well?
Yeah, really just helped me a lot, add in Miles, to the mix. He's young, he's agile, he's fast, he can space the floor on the offensive end. But, having Yanni and having Miles back there should give the guards free will to, try to pressure the ball, play hard. And if you get beat, they should be able to have your back just like you should be able to have their back. So it should be a great thing, and he should help us tremendously.